We could take an ADHD test. ADHD test. Free ADHD test. But let me guess, I have to pay for it. Male. Okay, I'm a male. Alright, let's see if I have ADHD, chat. Test guidelines. Okay, shut up. Let me start the test. How accurately each statement reflects you. Am I supposed... That was a statement. How am I supposed to answer this? Choose how accurately each statement reflects you. I often struggle to focus on details leading to careless mistakes. Strongly disagree. I don't do that. I frequently forget to skip tasks and follow through on commitments. I find it hard to skip through tasks and commitment. I don't be skipping through shit. Let's do this one. I find it difficult to sustain attention in conversations, lectures, or reading. So does disagree, like I disagree with what you're saying? Or is it saying like, I just disagree because I do? Which one is it, chat? I disagree with what you're saying, or I disagree because it's true to me? I don't get it. I find it difficult to sustain. Let's just go with strongly agree. I often sidetrack and fail to complete projects or chores. Disagree. Maybe. No. I struggle to organize. I struggle to organize and prioritize responsibilities effectively. Hold on. No funny shit. I swear to God, I have to reread that. I don't know what the I just read. Hold on. I struggle to organize tasks and prioritize responsibilities effectively. So neutral. I'm neutral with that. Depending. I often mistake important keys like my wallet or phone. Not really. Like if I know I have to get it, I'll get it. I frequently find myself daydreaming. Oh yeah, I do that. I have a difficulty following through instructions, especially with multiple steps. I feel like that's anybody. So I disagree. Because that's anybody. Anybody has that shit. Like, no, I disagree because everybody has it. Like, you're telling me, no, we're gonna be real. No, we're gonna disagree because look, you are telling me that you open up a pamphlet of a build-it-yourself furniture item and you don't get lost. Really? I went to Walmart and picked that shit up. I didn't even know what I read. I was just putting shit together. I had no idea what I was putting together, bro. Nobody understands those Walmart Asian, English, Portuguese packets that you get to build your own furniture. No, it's not that difficult. Well, obviously it is, since everybody has a problem. I find it hard to manage. I find it challenging to manage my time efficiently. No, neutral. No, I disagree. I avoid or procrastinate. Yeah. I often interrupt others when they are speaking. No, I don't do that. I blurt out answers before a question is fully asked. Nah, I disagree. I don't do that. I wait. I struggle to wait my turn in conversations. I disagree. Oh, wait. No, this might be true. I frequently act without thinking. No, I think about it. I thought about doing it. Get it? Because in order for me, right, to punch a handicap, I thought of that shit already. And I just decided to do it because I thought it already. So that means I thought of it. I make impulsive purchases. Nah, that's not true. I find it hard to remain seated. Oh, bro. Wait. Hold on, bro. I be moving around in my seat a lot. I often feel restless or fidgety. Alright, bro. I struggle to relax and unwind without feeling the need to move. Oh my god. I have frequently tapped my hands and feet or squirm while sitting. Oh my god. Yo, y'all are weird. Y'all are weird, bro. I feel a strong need to always be engaged in an activity or movement. Whoa, what the hell does that even mean? Wait, hold on. What does that even mean? I feel a strong need to always be engaged in activity or movement. Obviously, if I'm walking, I would expect to be in the activity of walking. I'm neutral about that one. I get frustrated easily and have a difficulty managing my emotions. Disagree. I have very much control of my emotion. I experience frequent mood swings that seem unpredictable. No, that's not true either, because I definitely get mad. Like, I'll get mad when I know I'm going to get mad. Like, if you do this shit, I'm going to get mad. I already know how I am. No, not true. I have difficulty calming down after I get upset. Nah, I don't have that. I feel overwhelmed easily by everyday tasks. No, I don't ever get that. I have a trouble of coping with disappointment or setbacks. Ooh, low key. I be getting sad. I be like, fuck, I'm a loser. I'm a fucking nobody. Nobody fucking loves me. I hope I just fucking die. I be saying that shit, bro. I find it easy to focus on tasks for long periods of times without distraction. I mean, if I want to. Like, if I want to sit there and look at a screen for 7 hours, I can do it if I want. But if I don't want to, I'm not going to do it. So neutral. I rarely miss pacing. That's true. Halfway true. I am able to plan and organize my day efficiently. Yeah, but I always finish my shit early. Like, if I plan out my whole day, I'll finish it early. Neutral. I easily follow Yeah, nah. I rarely feel restless. Nah, that's not true either. Or need to move when seated. Nah, disagree. Wait, does disagree means I don't agree with it? Or like, do I agree with what they're saying? Like, I disagree, like, oh yeah, I disagree. I'm the same way. I don't get it. I can wait patiently without interrupting. Agree, I can do that. I think before. No. Wait. I think carefully. Yeah, I do. I feel the control. Yeah, I agree. I handle stress. Yeah, I can do that. I rarely procrastinate. Not at all. I procrastinate. I often struggle with remembering names and faces. That's not true. I actually remember faces. I remember faces very well. So neutral. I find it difficult to prioritize tasks based on importance rather than urgency. Wait, hold on. What the fuck did I just read? Hold on. I find it difficult to prioritize tasks based on importance rather than urgency. I find it difficult. It is hard for me to prioritize. It is hard for me to put importance first rather than urgency. But if it's important, isn't it urgent? I'm neutral. I frequently lose track of time when engaged in an activity. Oh yeah, everybody does that. You time flies when you're having fun. Everybody does that. I have difficulty transitioning from one task to another without feeling overwhelmed. Halfway. I often feel mentally exhausted from trying to stay focused throughout the day. No, what the hell? What is that? Am I fucking slow? What the fuck? I often overestimate how long a task will take to complete. Nah, not really. I get easily distracted when trying to read, even if I find the material interesting. No. I frequently switch between multiple tasks without finishing them. Okay. I struggle keeping my living work and space organized. I'm a fucking guy, of course. I sometimes avoid starting projects because I feel overwhelmed by the details. Neutral about that. Chat, I'm actually doing really good. I don't think I have ADHD. Now that I'm like... Yo, how long is this test? Oh, bro, this test is so fucking long, bro. I'm not doing this shit no more. How long is this fucking shit, bro? Bro, I'm not fucking doing this no more, bro. Okay, I'm done with this shit. I thought it was gonna be like fucking 20 questions, bro. I'm not doing this shit. Alright, perfect. Okay, let's do one more and then we'll go down to 6. We'll go down to 5. Okay? Alright, bet. 5 more left. Alright. I struggle with planning or prioritizing tasks efficiently. Wait, I already did this one. I often find myself hyper-focused on one thing while ignoring... Oh, this is 100% true. I find it difficult to pace myself, sometimes working too intensely and burning out. No. I often feel like I am working harder than others. I agree, but definitely because... Nah, I just feel like I'm not doing enough. Okay, let me do that. I struggle to break large objects into smaller objects, manageable steps. Am I a part of like demolition? Am I part of like, what do you mean I have trouble breaking large objects? I can break objects easily. I often feel overwhelmed by clutter. Oh, this is true. I have difficulty maintaining consistent sleep schedule. No. I sometimes struggle to recall what I just read or heard. Strongly disagree. No, I disagree with that. I can remember I can remember shit. I find it challenging to track multiple responsibilities at the same time. I'm still confused on like which disagree or agree. What am I agreeing to? I often experience time blindness. Bro, I struggle to adjust plan. Yeah. I tend to leave things unfinished because I get bored. Yeah. I find it hard to regulate my energy level, sometimes feeling overactive and sometimes feeling sluggish. I struggle to follow schedules even when I set them myself. Someone agree. I often interrupt or finish other sentences because I'm impatient. No, I don't do that. I sit there and roll my eyes though. You did that twice already. What are you talking about? No, this question is basically asking if you're special. No, I'm not special. How fucking long are these fucking ads? Holy shit. Hey, bro, sub up. I have trouble remembering names. Bro, no, I don't. I said neutral last time, right? I sometimes feel paralyzed. No. I find it difficult to start tasks unless there's an urgent deadline. Agreed. I frequently replay the past conversation in my head. Yeah. Sometimes I find myself doing multiple things at once. No, I can't do that. I can't multitask. That's something only girls can multitask. I can't I have to focus on one thing. Because my brain hurts. Like when I start doing something, right? I can't do another thing at the same. Like my brain, it starts to like explode and burn. Like I feel like I need to scratch my brain out of my head. I do like 10 things at once. Okay. I have difficulty following multi-step processes unless I write them down. No? What the hell? I get overwhelmed too many choices when making decisions. Sometimes I struggle with the difference between importance and unimportant tasks. No, I know what's important and not important. I'm not fucking dumb. I feel like I have to consistently be moving or doing something to stay focused. Nah. I struggle with discipline when working. I don't even know what the hell this is saying. Okay. Sometimes lose interest on a project halfway through and struggle to complete it. Nah. I get easily frustrated when I can't immediately solve the problem. Nah. I frequently... I don't even know what the hell this is. I'm just gonna put that. I often forget how I walked into a room or what I was used to do. What? Disagree. That wasn't even fucking English. I struggle to sit through movies or long events without feeling restless. It depends, bro. Sometimes it really does depend. Like, if it's a movie I want to see, I can sit there. But if it's a movie like my family plays, I don't want to watch that shit. So I'll put half. Yay! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. My ADHD test is ready! What? What? Chat, I'm gonna pay for this. Give me a second. Fuck it, chat. I'm not paying for it. Chat, should I pay for it? Why don't you slow down and actually read it? Because it's English. Here's the thing. Like, when I'm reading something, I like sort of get angry. I don't know why. Make sure it doesn't scam you. Well, that's why I don't want to pay for it. So now I'll never know if I have ADHD or not. Well, good thing I know I don't have it. I just wanted to do it though. Usually they auto sign you up for some monthly payment. Oh, nah, I don't want to do that. So never mind. But I know for a fact I don't have ADHD. You know, my mom said the doctor told her that I was supposed to have ADHD. And my mom was like, that shit ain't real. We're just going to beat him if he acts up. I swear to God.